I am the Valerie Mononon. Today we'll be having a guest in the house from the Belinda Babila Foundation. That's a profound humanitarian organization which is based in Limbe, and it's operational nationwide and in countries like Nigeria, Ghana and the United States. When we get back, we'll know more about what the Belinda Babila Foundation has for us today. This is the season of love, the season of sharing, and all that has to do with love. So the Belinda Babila Foundation is out to spread love through its humanitarian works and activities. Right here in the studio, we have Levan Cleve, who is representing the Belinda Babila Foundation. Welcome, Cleve.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
It's an honor being here.
Oh, thanks. I hope you're having a great time here at the studio.
Definitely, of course.
Okay. So today we are talking about the Belinda Babila Foundation as opposed to the Love Feast. You know, Belinda Babila Foundation is out to celebrate the season of love in a grand style. So could you tell us a little bit, before we delve into the Love Feast, could you tell us a little bit about the Belinda Babila Foundation?
Yeah, definitely. You see, the Belinda Babila Foundation was created out of love, out of a response to human needs. You know, after living in Cameroon and understanding the challenges that a context like ours, the people living in these communities face, and moving over to the United States and seeing a different society, a different world altogether, Dr. Belinda Babila saw that there is a lot of potential in Africa. There's a lot of potential if we put our hands together to work in Africa, to develop Africa, to make Africa emancipate, to give people a better life. We can do that. That is how the Belinda Babila Foundation was born. So she took upon herself this initiative to inspire change, to promote development, and to make sure that Africa become the Africa that each and every one of us dream it to be. So that is how the Belinda Babila Foundation was created, and so far it has been existing since 2017, and it is operational now, like you rightly said, in three major countries. In Africa, we are in four countries. Sorry, in Africa we are in Cameroon, we are in Ghana, we are in Nigeria, then we are in the United States as well.
Okay. So what's the primary goal of the Belinda Babila Foundation?
Okay. The Belinda Foundation has a vision. It has a vision. We see a world where everyone is empowered. Everyone is empowered. Everyone enjoyed your basic human rights, and everyone live in a peaceful society. So we look at it in a holistic approach where everyone is empowered and you live a life where you are satisfied being in this earth. You are satisfied with your existence. So that is a vision we have. And so how do we meet this vision? We have set down goals. One, to promote health and well-being, to foster peace and community development, to ensure social justice, and to inspire multi-sectoral change across all disciplines of life. That is how we aim to achieve this vision that we see and we believe in.
Okay, okay. So Belinda Babila Foundation has been operational for a while now. And we're just, boiling down to the main activity. It's been operational out of the country. It's been operational in Cameroon. We've had activities here where we've broadcasted. We've had a broadcast of what the activities the Belinda Babila Foundations have carried out here in Cameroon. So right now we are delving into the main activity, the main project the Belinda Babila Foundation is carrying out right now, which is the Belinda Babila Foundation Love Feast with IDPs in Douala. Yes. It's coming up on the 13th of this month, 2021. So could you tell us all about this Love Feast?
Okay, well, I'm very, very excited about this Love Feast because it's something that is at the core of our operation. You understand, Belinda Babila, Dr. Belinda Babila, in her own way to celebrate love. February is a month of love, and the truth is there are a lot of people out there who going through distress, have lost hope, and feel like love is not something for them. They feel like they are in despair, they are in fear, they are in confusion, and this month means nothing to them. Some of them even barely put a smile on your faces because of what they have gone through. We are all aware about the crisis. We all know the economic sabotage it has had on Cameroon economy, and we all know how it has put people in destitute situations, and we all know the need for people to be empowered and supported. So in our own attempt to show love during this month of love, we organize this feast for those who really need this love, for those who really need this outpouring. That is why we choose the IDPs. You know, Douala has been the zone, according to the UN statistics, that is hosting majority of IDPs from the Anglophone regions of Cameroon. And so we have been working in collaboration with various stakeholders, and we have been, times past, we have been donating gifts, food distribution to these IDP centers. So we already have a file of these IDPs, where they are and how to get in contact with them. It will be surprising to know that there are over more than 5,000 IDPs there in the city of Douala. And research that we conducted shows that there are more than 350 IDP children living on the streets who have no place to stay, but they are under the bridges. We need to do something. So this is why we organize this program, to extend a hand of fellowship, to extend a hand of love to them, to make them understand that in this situation, there are people who still care. In this situation, they should not give up, because help is still on the way. And as long as you are alive, you have hope for a better future. And this will not only be a food distribution, because now the main program is to celebrate love. We are going to give them supplies in food. We are going to give them supplies in sanitary materials. We are going to also do a medical checkup for NCD, such as your blood pressure, your blood sugar, your weight, your height, your BMI. We are going to do that, and there's going to be free consultations for each and every one of them. So it's not only going to be a food distribution, but it's also going to be a medical checkup. And for those found with severe conditions, the foundation is going to make sure to relay them to the appropriate quarters for prompt medical attention. So that is the package we have for them on the 13th, that is Saturday.
Okay. So how is the foundation planning to do this? Like, what are they going about? How are you gathering the population, the internally displaced persons? How are you getting them together, you know, to actually be there and trust that something is going to be there? Because, you know, you could get word out that, you know, we're coming to feast with you, we're coming to share love with you, and they might be like, oh, maybe it's fake news, maybe it's not real. So how do you go about getting the population you need to extend this love to as a foundation?
That is an interesting question. First of all, the IDPs already know Dr. Belinda Foundation, okay, and they know that from the time past we have been supporting them. So they know our credibility, and when they ever hear about Dr. Belinda Foundation is doing this, they are also excited because they already know what is in the package, because it's not the first activity. And we collaborate with local authorities. That is our main strategy, because we realize that the local authorities have done a census, and they know where these people are. So we are collaborating with local authorities. We are collaborating also with various stakeholders, other NGOs, with other individuals, to make sure that we get in as much IDPs as we can, even those who are not on our radar, because Belinda Babella Foundation has a radar of IDPs. We have a profile with your contacts already. So because we give support to IDPs always, so we already have a profile of IDPs that we support with. So this time we want to increase our radar. That is why we are stretching our arms to other stakeholders who also may know where IDPs are that are not on our radar, so that we include it on our radar, so that we leave no one behind, because that is our game, that is our goal. We don't want to leave anyone behind. We want to make sure that each and every one of them are supported in the best way we can.
Okay. Now the foundation is open to sponsorship. It's open to, you know, everybody who feels like they could lend a hand out, and you don't know how to lend a hand out, because there are some people who might have the finances to do so, but they don't know how to go about it, and they don't know through which medium to go about it. So the Belinda Babula Foundation is open if you wish to lend a hand or share in this love feast. You could actually sponsor this activity. So could you just give us some of the activities that will go on or will transpire on that day of the love feast?
Okay, before I go into that, I would like to say a project, an initiative as exciting and interesting it can be, can only go successfully if everyone puts your hands.
Yeah.
Like, we can do it enormously great if we come together and put resources together. And that is one thing we need at this time, at this moment, for us to adequately support these people. All of us, they are our brothers. They did not bring this upon themselves. They are just victims of circumstances. So each and every one of us has a responsibility to lend a hand. And Dr. Belinda Babula Foundation is open for everyone, individual. If you're an NGO, if you're a personality, we are very, very open to collaborate, to make sure that we put hands together and bring out a great resource that will be able to assist these people. So if you want to help, if you want to assist, if you want to show love, if it is your birthday and you want to show love during this month and you want to be part of it, yes, you contact the Belinda Babula Foundation. We are present here in Limbe, adjacent Rafa Pharmacy, opposite Botanic Gardens. Or you have our mobile money that will be displayed on your, I think it will be displayed on the screen. It's displayed already. You see on your screen, you will see the mobile money number where you can send in your support to the foundation. Or for more inquiries, you can call the numbers that are displayed there, or you can call Cam1 TV. They will reach out to us. That is how you can be part of this program. So the activities that will be done there will be completely a festive period. There will be games. There will be the foundation is inviting guest artists. There will be guest artists, Cameroonian guest artists that will perform. There will be comedians, top Cameroonian comedians that will perform. There will be distribution of gifts to the IDPs. There will be food distribution. There will be sanitary materials distribution to the IDPs. And also, there's one thing, there will be talent identification, because we realize that some IDPs have refined talents that need to be showcased, that need to be birthed, that need to be put to the public for it to sustain them. So that is what we are going to be doing. We are going to be doing a talent identification for IDPs and see how we are going to empower them to make sure that their talent becomes profitable for them and lead to them a self-reliant life. So that is what we'll be having on that day.
Like I said, the Belinda Babula Foundation is a humanitarian organization, and based here in Limbe, it has stretched its hand far, wide, and beyond. And they don't only have this love feast. As I said before, they have handled other projects which we have had a broadcast here on Cam1 Television, and they even have more projects in hand, to showcase their love for humans and their love for just making sure everyone gets a better stability in life. So could you take us through some of these projects that the Belinda Babula Foundation has in mind to make sure that they share this love out?
Yeah, 2021 for us is an amazing year because we had a strategy meeting for 2021, and this year is full of a lot of impact. It's our year of impact at the foundation. So we are going out to cause a lot of community impact. I'll just give a rundown of the major projects we have. We have our first Belinda Babula Foundation, who is going to be creating a clinic, the first humanitarian clinic in Cameroon, purely humanitarian, because we realize that access to healthcare is a challenge to most people due to financial constraints, which is a basic human right. It's not supposed to be so. You are not supposed to be limited to access to care because you don't have the required finances. So we are going to bridge that gap by coming up with a humanitarian clinic that is going to provide access to healthcare to the most vulnerable population. We are also having, we have just launched our SDG clubs in schools, where we are training young people on sustainable development goals. How can they be sustainable in their career? There in those clubs, we are identifying young leaders, Cameroon young leaders, empowering them with leadership skills, entrepreneurship, sustainability, talent education, and career path orientation. we have started already, and we are expanding. We are working from secondary school right up to the university level. And we also have our program, our educational program, where we add the students who are brilliant but because of their background cannot afford for education. And the foundation is taking upon itself the responsibility to make sure that the students go to school without any financial implications on them. So that is one of the projects that we have in hand. We also have our agricultural projects where we have agriculture for community development. We want to invest heavy soil and the money used to develop roads, construct water sources for the communities, and also to sustain the poor within the communities, especially the old, those above 50 years and above who don't have anything doing. So those are the major projects that we have here, among so many others. So it's an exciting year for us, and we are really, really excited about what is going to happen.
Okay. Just to go back to our main activity, you know, the Belinda Babula Foundation Love Feast is going to be in Douala at the Lycée Polyvalent Hall, Bonaberi, Douala. It's going to begin at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. You know, you have to go to reach to over 1,000 IDPs. That's the goal they have, to get to about 1,000 IDPs. They're going to have activities of they're going to have their medical outreach, just like Cleve had mentioned, the blood checks, the weight checks, and they will have their hygiene supplies like deodorants, body wash, lotion, toothpaste, and many more. And they're going to have a distribution of non-perishable goods like salt, oil, beans. They will have their comedians, their guest artists, their live bands, and it's just going to be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful occasion. It's just an open invite to everybody out there who wants to join this celebration, to make sure that it's a success, to put a smile on people, on the children's faces, on those who are suffering. You know, the Belinda Babula Foundation, I noticed they have a motto, "Together we can."
Yeah.
And they're just trying to share out this love that together, if everybody is supposed to come in to the picture, we'll be able to make sure that everybody has a smile, especially in this month of love. So could you tell, basically out of the project, people would love to get to the Belinda Foundation. Could you tell our viewers ways through which they could get to the Belinda Babula Foundation, either as sponsors or as those who are interested to, you know, get to know more about the foundation, or those who even want to have help from the foundation? Could you like tell them your various mediums through which they could get to the foundation?
Okay, you can get to the foundation through our head office. Our head office is here in Limbe, just opposite Botanic Garden, adjacent to Rafa Pharmacy. It's just at the heart of town. Or you can visit us on Facebook. You can write us on Facebook, Belinda Babula Foundation, BBF. You can get to us on Facebook and write us to us, and we'll get in contact with you. As well as you can call the numbers that are on the screen. As well as you can get to Cam1 TV. If you are able to get to all these means that I've just mentioned with the foundation. So if you are a sponsor, or if you want to work, if you want to put in your service as a volunteer, you're a humanitarian and you want to volunteer your services in various domains, because we have, the Belinda Foundation have 9 pillars that we work. So if we have food security, we have the education, we have health, we have social justice, we have WASH, we have community development. So if you want to give in your service, your talent, your knowledge, your expertise to contribute to impact your society, we are very much open to receive you and get you involved in a team, so that together we can create impact.
Okay. You know, the Belinda Babula Foundation Love Feast will be operating under the theme Hope in Distress. Hope in Distress, and they only wish to give hope to those who feel like they are hopeless and all is gone, and they can't see how to go about life, thereby getting to the IDPs. Dear viewers, we'll be right back. And when we get back, we'll have a word or two to close our topic on the Belinda Babula Foundation.
If If I had to live my life without you near me, the days would all be empty. The nights would seem so long. With you I see forever oh so clearly. I might have been in love.
Welcome back, dear viewers of Come One Television. We were on the Belinda Babula Foundation, if you're just tuning in, and we are talking all about their Love Feast, which was to be celebrated with IDPs in Douala on the 13th of this month, 2021, under the theme Hope in Distress, where they wish to share love through activities and sharing of goods to IDPs. It will be at Lycée Polyvalent, Bonaberi, Douala. If you wish to support through the numbers on your screen, you can get to support this venture by the Belinda Babula Foundation. Here in the studio, as you remember, we have Liv and Cleve, who is representing the foundation. So Cleve, could you give our viewers, a last word about the foundation and this particular project?
Yeah, I would like to say love is seen in giving and love is seen in sharing. The world has been better because there are people who gave to make it better. Not because they have much, but because they saw the need. You give not because you have much. You give because you are seeing a need. And you give because you believe you and your resources can cause a change. So we are calling on everyone out there, no matter how small we can be, everyone, your penny matters. It can change someone's life. It can put a smile on someone's face. It can give hope, like the team says, hope in distress. It can take someone out of depression. So we are calling on you to support us in cash, in kind. If you don't have cash and you have kind, in food supplies, in hygiene supplies, in medical supplies, we are calling on you to make that donation, to make that give. Show love this month, to make that give and put a smile on someone's face. So each and every one of us, it is a responsibility. It is a responsibility. I also want to seize this opportunity to also talk to our community leaders, our chiefs that are there, our parliamentarians that are there, our people of authority. This is a moment that we need to show these people that we are for them. It's an open call for each and every one of us. Let's take this responsibility. Let's stretch our hands and support them. We know you guys have been doing, but this is a time we need to do it much more and in much impactful way. We want to appreciate everyone that have been supporting the foundation so far. Your gifts of love are greatly appreciated. I will greatly say a shout out to the Belinda Babula Foundation sponsor donors. A big shout out to them. They have been doing an amazing job to ensure that we carry out our activities. And it is not late. If you want to be part of this donor list, please contact us and we will send a form over to you when you fill and you'll be our monthly donor. A monthly donation of just 10,000 francs is awesome.